Hi everybody, welcome to Together We Succeed. This is a show where we showcase local business owners and entrepreneurs to kind of get their name out there a little more. And today we have Jesse, is it Gaytan?
Yep, that's right.
Jesse Gaytan with Alpha Restoration. And he's going to be talking to us a little bit about what they do and how they help the community. So kind of introduce yourself and let us know just a little bit about you.
So my name is Jesse, born and raised Denver, Colorado. Been doing water restoration going on 9 years now. I'm a family man, got a couple kids, real family oriented, and enjoy working around the community, enjoy coaching my son and other kids, and that's pretty much the biggest aspect I could give you is mostly just family and business. That's the biggest focuses right now.
Yeah, absolutely. What schools did you go to?
I grew up in Glowville. Are you familiar with that area?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I grew up in Glowville. It's like some people say east side. It's like
right in the middle
East Denver.
of the
Exactly,
east,
right by the north side. Went to Garden Place there, and then went to South High School over there by Washington Park.
Yep.
So, been here my whole life. I know we're a rare breed nowadays.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're a rare Pokemon card.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that you're another fellow Denver native.
Yeah.
So you were mentioning coaching. What do you coach?
So right now we just with Lupe, we're doing some baseball right now.
Nice.
I've coached flag football. Way in my younger days, I coached wrestling at my old high school.
Cool.
Back in my early 20s, that was fun. Can't do it anymore, not enough time, but yeah, so some wrestling, flag football, stuff like that.
Awesome. Cool. So tell us a little bit about your company and like when you guys were established and all that good stuff.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we started out as private contractors, mostly just doing sub work. I think it's been about 3 years now. We kind of just decided to branch out there and get our own work. And that's really when I started Alpha Restoration. Basically just going out on our own, taking that big leap, and it's been rewarding. It's been paying off so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what areas do you guys cover?
We're Denver metro area, so in all surrounding suburbs. We'll go as far north as Loveland, and then down south we'll go all the way to Castle Rock. We'll go to Boulder, and east I would say probably Aurora, maybe Bennett, depending on the scenario.
Okay.
But yeah, all surrounding areas.
That's actually a pretty
big,
wide area.
Yeah, big area.
Especially for doing the kind of work that you guys do, hauling equipment and material and everything like that. What would you say is the hardest part about what you guys are doing?
So if it's like an emergency water damage, you're dealing with people who are like in a very high-strung situation. It's an emergency situation. Their home is damaged. And a lot of people haven't been through this, so they don't know the process.
Okay.
They don't know insurance aspect of it, and at the end of the day, that's your home. And we're meeting you at a very stressful moment in your life. So I think gaining that initial trust is probably the biggest challenge.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned the urgency of those situations. I mean, restoration is like, that's when there's a crisis.
Exactly.
What is your typical response time? I know it probably varies depending on your schedule.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're 60 to 90. I mean, if it's an emergency situation, and we'll hear it out. Sometimes you could schedule out, like mold, if it's been an ongoing situation, and you could schedule. But if a lot of times, sometimes people call us before the plumber's even been out. So not only am I trying to get out there, I'm trying to find you a plumber to stop the source right away. But 60 to 90 is our response time on emergency services.
That's pretty quick. So you guys do respond and like turn off the water for them or whatever needs to be done?
If need be, yeah. I mean, if need be, we've definitely done that where we have to shut off the water, get the scope of the work, but also try to get a plumber out there so they're not with their water off for too long.
Yeah.
Ideally, we come in after the fact, after the plumber's already done his repairs, but that's not always the case.
Yeah, it's important to get the source corrected.
Exactly.
It's going to limit the damage.
That's the key right there.
Yep. So that's great. Do you guys offer any discounts?
So insurance works typically billed directly through insurance. So, you know, other than your deductible, we bill everything to insurance. We don't collect any money up front. You know, we let the insurance process sort itself out. So, but as far as like out-of-pocket work, you know, a lot of mold work isn't covered by insurance. Or if you are going out of pocket, you know, we definitely offer discounts. We offer senior citizen discounts. We offer military discounts. But even with that being said, like if you, let's say the insurance sorts itself out and you don't have coverage, well, I always tell my customers, I'm not going to bill you the same way I would bill your insurance company.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We're definitely always willing to help out with that. In fact, we just had a situation like that where a customer had a $10,000 limit on her property, and that's for mitigation and rebuild.
Oh wow!
And we had to tear that kitchen up and bathroom, so we gave them a heavy discount. And she's been a really good customer, and I think that had to go into it. Unfortunately, she's been going through it, so she's had quite a different water losses. So you know, we're more than willing to help our customers out.
Perfect. And so do you guys have like a crew? Do you have multiple crews?
Yeah, so right now we got three vans. So, you know, that's how kind of why we're able to respond as quickly as we are. And, you know, it just depends on the situation. We see where our techs are at, and then we make the decision on who to send out.
Awesome.
So that they could be there as soon as possible for you.
That's good. That's good to know. Are you guys a family structured company, or do you guys just hire like whoever, or how does that work?
So my wife just got on board. She's going to be helping out with marketing, business development, and then my techs, they're actually like friends of family. Like, you know, one of my guys is friends with my cousin. The other guy was recommended by my cousin. So it's like people we know. But with that being said, we're not scared to like welcome newcomers. You know what I mean? We're not closed-minded to that, but I'd say we're a pretty family-oriented company.
That's awesome. Do you speak Spanish?
I do, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's not the best. I probably have a little bit of an accent. My wife makes fun of my Spanish just because she's really fluent in Spanish, so I get kind of teased for it. But I could more than communicate, talk, write, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. I noticed your logo, the wolf. That's a pretty badass logo.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Wish I'd have thought of that. No, just playing. But what made you come up with that?
I came up with the name Alpha Restoration, and like I knew I wanted like a wolf or a dog, and I actually got the logo done with 5r.com. Pretty cool website. Like if you're looking at stuff like that, check it out. So I kind of gave him an idea of what I wanted, and that's what he came back with. And I mean, I fell in love with it right away. And you know, Alpha, I wanted to show that we were the leaders in restoration. You know, I think one of our taglines is when you need a company to take the lead. So that's what I wanted to incorporate, and it just so happened wolves are my favorite animal. So it ended up working out.
Perfect. And how did you get into restoration?
Man, I kind of stumbled into it. I used to work at a bank. I was actually like a teller and then a banker. So I had a couple of roommates, and they were in the restoration business. So when I had downtime, they'd say, "Hey, come work with us," you know. And so I started working with them, and then an opportunity came up where they needed a sub, so I kind of invested into it. And honestly, like I've fallen in love with it. Like I genuinely enjoy what I do. And so it was easy to keep growing it and invest in it.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of big heavy hitters out there, Balfour, Blue Sky, all those big companies, the purple guys. Were you a sub for like a few of them or some of them?
No, just like another family-owned business.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I used to be a maintenance supervisor for apartments.
Oh yeah, so you dealt with the big dogs probably, right?
I've dealt with all different shapes and sizes of restoration companies. So definitely. So when you were helping out, like as a banker, were you doing demo or what were you doing?
Yeah, I mean, like started as a low man. You know how that goes. You know, whatever it took, doing demo. hauling trash, working in sewage, all that good stuff. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, if I still do it from time to time, so.
Yeah, get your hands dirty.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got to. I sometimes you miss it, honestly. So I get in there when I have to. Some of the guys take off out of town. I'll get in the field. So
that's great. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like as a business owner and as a leader, like you can never be afraid to get your hands dirty and remember where you came from.
Exactly.
And start. I'm still doing inspections to this day. I still do sewer scopes. I still do all the grunt work. Well, some people may call it grunt work, but it's all
the little things.
work.
The little things that add up, and that's what I tell my guys, especially when they first get on, is like, I will never ask you to do something that I am not willing to do myself, or that I haven't already done.
Yep.
And so, I mean, I think that goes a long way when your guys see you willing to do that kind of work.
Yeah. That's kind of the definition of a good leader. You're not somebody's. I mean, you're their boss technically, but like when I was a maintenance supervisor, I would still, clean the trash areas, pick up dog poop.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It doesn't matter what it was. If it needed to be done, we need to accomplish.
Exactly, same thoughts. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel exactly the same.
Awesome. Well, that's great. I'm glad that that you're here and that you're doing what you're doing and helping everybody out the way that you are.
Thanks for having me. Like, I really appreciate this. It means a lot to me. We definitely want to get our name out there as much as possible. So I really appreciate you guys having me here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a quick bonus round, guys. So would you rather shake hands with an octopus or rub noses with a shark?
Octopus for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. No question.
I'd probably rub noses because, the octopus can like suck you in. Like I could just touch my nose and like maybe push the shark away or something.
I guess I just don't want to be around those teeth.
Yeah. Either way is not good.
Not a good situation.
Yeah. Would you rather be as tiny as a fly or as big as a dinosaur?
Oh man, fly, you get to spy. I like that saying. Well, I want to be a fly on that wall.
Yeah.
Dinosaur, you can't really lay low, man. They're gonna. I think I'd rather be a fly.
I agree with that. You can,
believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah, you can infiltrate some good situations.
Exactly. Yep.
And some good conversations.
There you go.
If you were offered the opportunity to go to outer space for free, would you accept the invitation and blast off?
Man,
into the darkness.
I don't think I would, to be quite honest. That's not something that intrigues me at all.
Yeah, I know. I mean, some people are like, man, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd totally do that,
Man,
not much of a thrill seeker.
Right. I mean, we haven't even explored the ocean. Like 90% of the ocean is unexplored, so I don't even know why I'd want to leave Earth yet.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I would either.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. Maybe not at this point in my life.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
Later.
Hey, let me enjoy life a little bit more. I'll take that risk.
Yeah. Have you ever said the words, and I think we all have, I'm never drinking again?
Oh, man, more than once. More than once. Too often.
Yeah. Do you have a story about that?
Don't judge me, guys. I was late teenager. I woke up, I was obviously living at home at my mom's house. I woke up in the bathtub to my sister screaming, "Mom, Jesse's sleeping in the bathtub." I woke up and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? Oh no. And my mom comes in, "What are you doing? Why are you in the bathtub? You were drinking last night. That's how drunk you got."
Yeah.
That was a pretty funny one right there.
Yeah, waking up in the bathtub.
Yep.
Yeah, at least you woke up at home.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Have you ever had a surprise party?
Yeah, I did recently too. My wife kind of played it low key. And then before I know it, my friends and family are there celebrating my birthday. So it was a really good feeling.
That's cool.
I really enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great having you on.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
How can people get a hold of you?
So there's quite a few different ways you could get a hold of us. Our website, alpharesto.net. You could book appointments through there. Dedicated phone line to where you could reach us and get appointment through there. We're on Home Advisor. We're on Google. We try to be as many places as possible. But phone, internet, you name it, we'll be there for you guys.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks everyone, and have a great day.